Today, I will be demonstrating the QAR, Question-Answer Relationship Strategy. This is a follow-up activity after reading informational text where students practice asking and answering 3 different types of questions. As they ask and answer questions, not only do they better understand the content and the science concepts in the text, but also they have the opportunity to think critically and work collaboratively with a partner or group. I think that this hits several Common Core standards, but the big 2, I guess, would be a physical sciences 3rd grade standard, that matter exists in different states, each of which has different properties, and an ELA Informational Text Standard 3.1, ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text, referring explicitly to the text as the basis for the answers. Alright class, we just read Exploring Matter by Marilyn J. Salomon. In this book, we read about what is matter. We read about the 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. We read about how to describe matter using our senses and also referring to matter's properties. Also, we read about how to change matter by melting or freezing. We're going to investigate matter further, and instead of just answering questions, you get the opportunity to actually ask the questions. Remember that when we ask questions about what we read, it helps us better understand what we're reading. Also, you're going to ask 3 different types of questions today. And then after your group, you get to work with a partner, and after you and your partner write down the 6 questions, then you get to switch with another group, and that group tries to answer your questions, and you get to try to answer the other group's questions. So when you're asking your 6 questions, we're actually going to ask 3 different types of questions today. 2 questions are going to be, read it with me, right there questions, where the answer is right there in the book. It's clearly stated in the book. You can point to it, and you can find the answer. And you'll give a page number, an exact page number. The next type of question is called, read it with me, think and search. I like to call it search and think because the answer is not right there. It's not right there in the text, but if you search in the book, you can find a section of the book that will help you think about and figure out the answer. So it's called think and search. I like to call it search and think. Either's fine. The last type of question that you're going to ask, they're called on your own questions. And it's just how it sounds. The answer to this type of question is not in the book at all. It's a question, maybe it's something that you're still wondering about matter since we just read it. The answer is not going to be in your book. We might have to refer to a website to answer the question. We might have to watch a video or read another book to find the answer to that question. So the answer will not be in the text at all. You're going to ask 2 right there questions, 2 think and search questions, and 2 on your own questions. I wrote 1 for each to get you started thinking about some questions that you might have about matter. Let's see. The first question I have is a right there question. So I'm going to post it up here. You can go ahead and read it with me. We cannot see warm summer air, so is it still matter? And I gave a page number because it is right there in the text. The answer is on page 2. Okay, let's go to page 2 and see if we can find it. Let's see if it really is a right there question. Page 2. Yep. Read it with me. Even things you don't see are matter, like the warm summer air. Yep, the answer to that is right there in the text. Exactly. Next, I have a think and search question for you. Okay, let's read it. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are examples of which type of matter? And that's on page 6. Now, the answer is not going to be right there on page 6, but we're going to search on page 6, and then we're going to think about what the answer maybe could be. I know, you already know the answer to this. Let's think and search. Page 6. Let's see. That's interesting. Page 6 talks about helium. Page 6 talks about how the air that you breathe, that's a gas. I don't see the word oxygen anywhere on this page. I don't see the word carbon dioxide anywhere on this page. This is not a right there question. But can we think about what we've just read? That's right. Okay, if helium is a gas, and the air that we breathe is a gas, you remember from earlier this year that we breathe in and we breathe out oxygen and carbon dioxide. So therefore, oxygen and carbon dioxide must be a gas. That's right. So did you see how the answer is not right there in the text? We had to search and then we had to think. So we searched and I didn't see oxygen anywhere, I didn't see carbon dioxide anywhere, but we used page 6 to think and figure out the answer. So that's what made this question a think and search question. Next, I have an on your own question. Okay, go ahead and read it with me. We read about freezing and melting matter, but are those the only two ways to change matter? There's no page number given. Why didn't I give a page number? That's right. This is an on your own question, so the answer is not in this book. Where are we going to have to look for the answer? Yep, website, another book, a video. That's right. So that's an on your own question. Let's see. Yes, I know. We're not going to spend time answering that question today. I know you already know the answer, but we're gonna revisit that later in this unit. Okay, with your partner, I asked one type of, I asked one right there question, one think and search, one on your own. With your partner, remember, you're gonna ask, that's right, 2 right there questions, 2 think and search questions, 2 on your own questions. And then after you and your partner ask all of your questions, then you're going to switch and see if another group can answer your questions. And then you'll try to answer theirs using the book and working together. Also, you are each going to have your own paper, but I suggest putting papers side by side because since you're working with a partner, your papers should look identical. I think that is all. Okay, I think you're ready. Are there any questions? No? Okay, let's get in our groups. Horton and Caterpillar, you are going to be in a group. You're going to have to share a book if you don't mind. Horton and Caterpillar. There's your book. Let's see, I think Curious George and Llama, you're together in a group. Okay, and you two are in a group. Okay, have fun asking the questions. Usually you're the one answering them. Now you actually have the opportunity to ask the questions. You're kind of acting like a teacher right now. Okay, so right now, students are working with their partners to write their 6 questions, 2 right there, 2 think and search, and 2 on your own. After the groups have finished, like I said, they'll switch and they'll try to answer another group's questions, and that group will try to answer their questions. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, Horton and Caterpillar are almost ready to switch. They've asked 5 questions and they're working on their last on your own question, so it's almost time to switch. I was also thinking that if not all the groups finish at the same time, maybe this could be day 1, asking the questions, and then another day, maybe day 2, they could answer the questions. I'm doing it all in one day for this video. Okay, it's time to switch. Okay, Horton and Caterpillar, George and Llama are going to try to give your questions a try. Okay, George and Llama. This group's going to give your questions a try. Okay, Berenstain Bear and Dr. Seuss character Courtney Caterpillar are going to try to answer your questions. Let's see if they can do it. You should have provided page numbers for the right there questions and the think and search questions. Okay, let's see how they're doing. Okay, it looks like George and Llama have started answering the other group's questions. At this time, students can also evaluate the other group's questions to make sure that they categorize their questions correctly. Was the answer to that actually right there in the text? Was that question that the other group asked, was it really a think and search question? Were those last two questions actually on your own questions? So not only are they answering the questions, they're also thinking critically about types of questions and figuring out the other group categorized the questions correctly. Thank you for watching this demonstration of the QAR question-answer relationship strategy.